Let's boogie. Hi, I'm Blizzard Planet. Imagine this. You're ready to think critically, creatively, and approach life with relentless optimism. So you visit Planit Butter, my world made of sparkly peanut butter, where the queen, Blissi, a disco ball of self-reflection, is whirling around in her transforming convertible. This is from my planet to yours. The I stands for intuition. Really, Intucentricism. Say it with me. Intucentricism. Planit Butter's philosophy. Stick with me. Thanks for joining me in my 65th episode, where we'll continue to reflect on society and practice leading with our intuition, prioritizing self-control and self-expression as we hold space for connecting with others. As always, email me any questions you have about your world or Planit Butter's life approach. myplanettoyours@gmail.com. myplanettoyours@gmail.com. All right, guys. It's been so cool. Magic, 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 magic. So the grasshoppers that I shared with you guys last week in episode 64 have not let up. They've slowed down, but they have not let up. At all the right moments, they just kind of appear. I don't think I got this on the show, but oh God, see, this is why I need to record immediately. So, gosh, the flow. Okay, let's start with clarifying that stories are different pieces of perspectives threaded together, which creates a narrative. You with me? So, in all the chaos of the magic in the universe and my life, through the lens of Intucentricism that has been unfolding, what I am sharing with you now is a story. And it's not all of the story because everything is interconnected and there's so much happening at once. So this is just like a perspective of unfoldings. And it's going to sound a little chaotic because it is. Welcome to life. So pay attention. So I told you guys about the crazy grasshoppers last week and the praying mantis and the intuitive sparkles and all these things. And some point after that, the grasshoppers continued to visit. And one night I was going to go to sleep crazy early because I was just like, my energy is like, I just want to go to sleep. And then I had the idea to record an on-camera reading of my opening to my new chapter book, Far Out Fundamentals, the Planit Butter Renaissance. As I just launched the pre-sale, before I even thought about launching the pre-sale, I was like, I'm going to record the opening on camera to give like a little teaser. And when I set up my computer to do that, I went to go get my mic to record, and there was a grasshopper on the microphone. Crazy. So that blew my mind. And then I recorded and it was amazing. And then within the next couple of days, I decided to launch the pre-sale. And I was like, well, that worked out perfectly, obviously. Everything just kind of boop, 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 boop. So that happened. And then, oh God, it's crazy. And all this stuff is going on. And I'm in Bali and I'm sorting out the Planit Butter Nutter, right? And I have a company here that was going to be my partner to do some form of the peanut butter for B2C. So to consumers. Okay, guys, that's you. Unless you have a business, then you're B2B. Hi. Stay with me. And so I've got that one that's going. And then at some point I started doing the pre-sale. I was like, I'm just going to launch a pre-sale because why not? I'm already talking about the book. The book's almost done. Let's just get this. Let's boogie. right? As I always say. So let's boogie. So I was like, okay, I'm going to launch this pre-sale. I went in one day. I set up this whole pre-sale campaign and made like an exclusive pre-sale download. And anybody who gets the pre-sale also gets a lifetime complimentary membership to the Planit Butter publication. So cool. And obviously first dibs on the book. And so cool. And so I was like all excited to do that, launch that. And then the next night, 2 nights ago now, I had a dream, intense dream. I was playing basketball because I love basketball. Hyper passionate basketball player in my youth. I got fouled out of more games than I could count for sure. For sure. Because girls play dirty. They don't play the game, they play dirty. I play the game. And they would like pull on your jersey or like dig their fucking nails into you. So I would elbow them off of me. Don't touch me. Grab the ball, not my arm. Okay? But I, in my subtle ways, would get fouled out. My dad nicknamed me Elbows. Cute. Anyway, we've evolved since then. Still don't touch me. But we've evolved. We've matured. We would handle it differently now. Anyway, yeah. Super love basketball. Okay. Anyway, in Bali, I have not been able to find a basketball court in the year I've been living here. And I saw one at one point and I saved it on my maps, but it didn't look like it was somewhere I could really go because it looked like it wasn't actually open. I don't know. A few weeks ago, they started building this court not too far from me. And everything in my body was like, and so I was all excited. I'm like, and then they finished building it so quickly. So I was like, wow, amazing. And then it just finished like this week. And 2 nights ago, I had this dream, really intense dream of playing basketball. So I woke, and my dreams, I'm very connected to my dreams. And this is important for you guys to know because that's our subconscious at work. Okay. So it's wise to pay attention to our dreams because our subconscious is communicating with us and our intuition. Okay. So for me, I'm literally in a place in my relationship with my dreams where I ask myself questions before I go to sleep. And then in my sleep, I answer them effectively, accurately. Okay. It informs me and it's just clarifying. It's my intuition. It's my subconscious. It's peace of mind. It's so important. It was the reason that I ended up locking in my ticket to move to Bali or to whatever adventure over here, because I had a dream that I was so vividly, specifically in Bali. I've told this, I think, on one of the episodes. Anyway, that locked in Bali. It's locked in a ton of other things. Clarity comes to me that way. Okay. And it will come to you too if you trust it. Okay. Intucentricism, leading with intuition, prioritizing self-control and self-expression while holding space to connect with others. Okay. So I had this dream, basketball. And I was like, okay, today's the day. I'm going to go play. So I needed new notebooks. So I go to get my new notebooks at the art store that happens to be around the corner from the basketball court. And then I was like, okay, I'll walk over to the basketball court, see if they have balls there, or I'll go get one. I go to the court. I was so overwhelmed with excitement. I didn't even read the sign that said they had free basketballs. Whoops. So I was like, okay, cool. Basketball. And then I got my little Gojek to drive me to a basketball store that was like 15 minutes away. And on the way to the store and back, all the uni signs were communicating to me. I got literally, this sign said "Nuttin' but love," and it was a peanut saying it. Come on. And then another one said, "Don't forget to feed your heart," which is like playing basketball, right? And I also got a bunch of like all the numbers, 555, 33, you know, those kinds of things. So I was like, wow, cool. And then I get back and I start playing. I'm recording myself playing. And I was having so much fun. And then this dude shows up and he starts playing with me. So I'm like, cool, friends. And he's like bopping in, and he's American too. And I'm like, cool, I never really meet Americans around here. And we're chit-chatting. Long story short, turns out he's ready to rock and roll and get some Planit Butter Nutter in all of his businesses here in Bali. And I'm like, first of all, thank you. Second of all, I caught that on camera. Time lapse, but nonetheless, I'm like, what an aligned moment to be caught on fucking camera, okay? And meanwhile, I'm documenting like my whole build up to my excitement. Like I literally recorded for my Instagram subscribers, guys, I had these crazy dreams about basketball, so I'm going to go play today, blah, blah, like all the things, right? We're keeping track. We're informing you guys because as per the Planit Butter Jet Ring of Consciousness, which is our cycle for decision making on Planit Butter, intuition, sensations, action, sensations again, cycle repeats. So in this instance, my intuition said basketball. My sensations were like, okay, that's exciting. Yay, that's a good thing. So our action was go play basketball. And then we check in with our sensations again while we're there, and we're like, still excited, meaning aligned decision. And that obviously connects to our self-friendship practice, the commitment to embracing, understanding, and enjoying ourselves. You see? Okay. And I'm playing. So yeah. So we had this magical conversation. I was like, wow, this angel. So he's all over the Planit Butter Nutter, locked and loaded. And B2B now covered. So we've got B2C, B2B. Thank you, Uni. Thank you, Jordan. Blizzard. Same. You'll catch on. And thank you, gentlemen. So it's all still unfolding, so don't hold me to anything, but that's just where we're at right now. And I'm just sharing as we go because it's fun and magic, and it's embodying my philosophy that I'm hoping to impart on you to integrate into your world. So I'm just living proof of my philosophy. I'm not talking to talk. I also say to you guys, I preach because I practice. You see? Okay. So, magical moment on the basketball court. I keep playing. I'm having my fun. And then, okay, this gets crazy. Then I finished playing. Well, I signed off the court with a half court shot. I was like, wow, that was so exciting. Call it. Just because it was like, I will play forever. So just when do you stop? That's when. So I got my half court shot in and I was like, okay, now we call it quits. See you later. Thank you for the good times. Just as I was about to walk off the court. Oh, well, so, okay. Whoa, Jordan, hang on. So guys, the dude who came to play on the court with me, I totally butchered that. Stick with me. We're playing. We're having a good time. He is the one that built and donated this court and owns the restaurant across the street and all these other businesses in Bali. So I'm like, wait, sweet. So he's like, yeah, come into the restaurant after you're done playing. We'll have a little business chat. So I'm like, okay, let's boogie. So that was a very important detail, guys. Okay. And so just as I was about to go to the restaurant, I was still kind of catching my breath from playing. So I was like, let's just take a seat. We're going to do a little meditation. So I sit in the middle of the court for literally a 2-minute and 37-second meditation. And it's exactly that because I have a certain song that I play to do that meditation. And I'm sitting down and I'm like untangling my wired headphones because I use wired headphones. And I've had not the best experiences with Bluetooth. Not my thing. So I'm untangling my headphones. This other dude comes over and I'm like, hey. He's like, I was passing my ball. He's like, shooting. And he's like, you play? And I'm like, yeah. And then he invites me to some game today, whatever. I'm like, cool, fun. And then he's like, I'm going inside to the restaurant. My friend owns it. If you want to pop by after. And I was like, I'm already going. I just met him. So we were like, boom, guys. Again, I share this because aligned. And the pause to decide to come back and sit down and meditate was intuition, right? So I'm about to leave the court. My intuition is like, meditate. My sensations were like, yay. Action was sit. Sensations were like, ah. You see? Okay. Planit Butter Jet, ring of consciousness. Cycle for decision making. So I do my 2-minute, 37-second meditation. And then I go inside the restaurant and I'm like, oh, hey guys, everybody's cool. Many friendly people. Yay. So we're all chit-chatting, having our little meeting, making friends, all the things. And after a little while, there's a little bit of a turnover with the people. And then I was about to leave, but then there is this other group of people that I end up chatting with. And intuition was like, sit down. So I sit down. I end up eating lunch with them. And while we're sitting, one of this couple, they asked me something and I was like, oh, I was playing basketball before this, whatever. And the guy goes, wait, were you meditating? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you went viral. And I was like, excuse me. And my new friend pulls up his phone and some comedian posts a video of me meditating. In the 2 minutes and 37 seconds that I was meditating, this guy captures me on film sitting and meditating in the middle of the basketball court. He writes, it was like, oh, I'm going to read it to you guys. So funny. He says, this is peak white girl zen, meditating in the middle of a basketball court next to Pereira traffic. It's me sitting. And that he posted that like an hour prior to me sitting with these people and like the new friends. And so they're showing me this. And I was like, first of all, I meditated for all of 2 minutes and 37 seconds. So that's hilarious that like that's what's captured, right? Context, people. And first of all, who cares if I'm meditating there, right? But second, as if I wasn't just playing for 2 hours. Like, okay. So it's just hilarious. And so that video in the hour that it was posted already was at 39.7 thousand views in 1 hour. And I'm like, this is great. So I do what I do best, which is, well, it's not crowd work, it's comment work. I love the comment section. So I start firing off my comments back to everybody. First of all, most people like had my back in this dude mocking me, but like, if you know me, I don't care. But I appreciate you. But like, this is great. And so, mind you, I also wrote in my notebook that morning saying, I'm calling in a new batch of an audience because as much as I love you, gentlemen, we're ready to expand. So the uni delivered. It wasn't in the way that you never know. That's actually the point, guys. I'm sharing this because people say be careful what you wish for, but like that's true because it's what we say happens. Planit Butter Jet. So I was like, I have the awareness to take note of, okay, new audience expanded, delivered, right? not in a way that I would have thought of because it's beyond our imagination, which is something I also like to remind us of, is that our imagination, though it's incredible, is limited by our previous life exposure. We can only come up with ideas based on piecing together what we have already been exposed to, right? So the imagination is cool, but the unimaginable is cooler, can be cooler. You see, I don't want to dismiss my darling imagination, kiss, 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 but I always, whenever I meditate, manifest, blah, blah, like whenever I'm like speaking things into existence, I always like, even when I talk about Rick Rubin, I'm like, it's this or cooler. Rick Rubin, I love you. See you soon. I don't know if I love you yet, but I think I do. So I love your mind because our minds are aligned and you're gonna write the forward to my chapter book. I know it. And I'm so excited. And we're gonna have an amazing chat, preferably in flight. Because guys, eventually I'll be using the Planit Butter jet to record this fabulous podcast. For now, I thought it would be cool to start with Rick Rubin interviewing me in the sky. And we can just call that the Planit Butter jet because he can make that happen right now. I can make that happen right now through him. Teamwork. And his only reason to do that right now would be because of me with the Planit Butter jet. Like with Planit Butter, like being far out fundamentals and all these things, like I would be the valid reason to execute on filming in the sky. You see? Anyway, that's just my imagination. It's going to be that or cooler. So I go viral sitting on the basketball court floor meditating. And I'm like, this is hilarious. And I'm commenting back to everybody. My account gets suspended for like 5 minutes because like I was firing things off. I'm like, hey, ha ha ha. You know, like I love the people who had my back. Someone was like, oh, at least she's not recording content. We need more of that in this world. And I was like, I gave her a heart and a laughing face because I was like, I hear you. And I already got my content because I did get content because if you're not making content, I recommend it. So, but yeah, I was not recording myself meditating. I was recording myself playing. And then it was like, now I'm meditating. And I didn't feel like recording that. Right. So, and there's just a bunch of other, like, everything was silly nonetheless. So that happened. And I was like, damn, this is hilarious. And I share that on my story. So now my story is hilarious because it's like me saying, I had a dream about playing basketball, so I'm going to go play basketball. I'm so excited about this court. Then I get to the court and I'm like, the best day in my Bali life is this court opening. And then it's me going to buy the basketball. And then it's me playing basketball. And then it's me meditating, being made fun of for meditating on the basketball court. It's like, couldn't have planned that. So that was unreal. Anyway, that brings us to what, guys? 23 minutes. My lucky number. Jordan 23, you see? Always. All right. I guess that's where we cap it. So that brings us to right now, where more magic is unfolding as we speak. I felt so called to capture this right now and just because I'm like, we got to keep up with this magic. And I'm loving the story time episodes. Like, this is crazy because it's me. What I keep saying is, stick with me. I'll show you how, because I am showing you and telling you all at the same time. Like, this is the magic that I'm talking about. This is the philosophy. This is how you integrate it. And I'm showing you because look at all this cool shit. Okay. So Far Out Fundamentals, The Planit Butter Renaissance is my chapter book where I break down Planit Butter's philosophy of Intucentricism in a way that is applicable for you and your world and your life to help you reflect on how you can think critically, think creatively, and approach life with relentless optimism and have fun while you do it. It's a mixed media chapter book. There's Planit Butter, crazy, funky, trippy, peanut butter world art, and then all these really epic sections. If you get the presale, you'll see what the ingredients, the chapters are, and some other special goodies. Get the presale, planitbutter.com. And You also get the complimentary lifetime membership to Planit Butter's publication, which is weekly self-friendship articles, and Blizzard's Dictionary, words that I make up, rooted in the philosophy of Intucentricism, with a definition and an anecdote of me using the word in another way that is mutually applicable to you and your world. Stick with me. I'll keep showing you how. And of course, Planit Butter's coffee table book with a lesson, Party of One, Self-Friendship in Action, is also available on planetbutter.com. Get it while it's hot, and stay tuned for the Planit Butter Nutter. I'm so excited. Book your flight to Bali. You'll be the first one to get it. If I start bringing in people to Bali, Bali better start paying me for my tourist contribution or something. Honestly, Bali doesn't need to pay me. I love Bali. This is me giving my love back to Bali for all that Bali gives to me. Yay. Okay. We're calling it. I love you. Thanks for listening. I hope you found value in this. If you have any questions, email me, myplanettoyours@gmail.com. Thanks for visiting Planit Butter. I'll see you next Thursday for My Planet to Yours, Blizzard. The one-dimensional thinking in that video and the comment section is exactly why everybody needs to visit Planit Butter. Critical thinking, creative thinking, relentless optimism. Every single person is either defending me or mocking me with zero perspective or context. As if I didn't bawl for 2 hours before. And even if I didn't, who cares? See you on Planit Butter.